Hello again, and here we are, another episode of The Shed, but this time coming outside. And this time we are going to be looking at these rather cheapy floodlights that were about the time, these Son floodlights. I thought I'd do a little episode on these because there's a bit on the forum about them. Someone managed to get a brand new one. We were showing it on the net, so I thought, oh no, let's have a look at these and see what the problems and things were with them, because they were very popular, these lights, and you can probably see the one up there that I've got on at the moment, the 70-watt Son up there. And to see exactly what the problem of these lights were, I obtained 4 and made 2 good ones out of the 4, but they're not all they're cracked up to be, these ones, even though they were popular. And the strange thing is, you could buy these from QVS for $14.99 and then go up the road to Newly and Out or some like City Electrical or whatever, you know, and they're about 89 quid and they're exactly the same thing. Who makes them? Never did know, because these come under so many different names, so it's like one make to suit all companies. So what's up with them? Well, it's the housing, it's the plastic, it's not very UV friendly, so after a while start getting serious problems with cracking. Now I've got one here which is severely destroyed. This one was severely destroyed. Now you see the kind of lantern it is. You've seen these about everywhere, nearly every residential area's got these. Right, big problem is the screw holes where the front goes on, they break off. They break off. You can guarantee any time you try and take the front off of these, if they've been up for any period of time, they'll break. They should look like that really, and these break off, so you can't put the frontage back on them. Absolutely terrible. And they split round here as well, and they're just naff. They're just naff really. It's all plastic things inside to hold the ballast. This was the ballast that come out of one, which was absolutely shot. All the ballasts are gone. One had 125 watt Merc running on one of these 70 watt ballasts, and it fried the capacitor inside it. And I think I put on one of my Facebook pages about that on the lighting things. But 70 watt. But these didn't have an igniter in. These had a lamp that had the igniter inside. Slightly more expensive lamp. Here's another one here that I've done. This one, because the gear was shot, I just converted this to a CFL lamp in there. But again, this one we can start to see the cracks starting. Yeah, you see, I had one glue in there, it was cracking again. And this is what happens when you get condensation in these things, and it all runs down to the front here and it starts to fill up. Now, closer look at my one up there, if I can just turn the camera up a bit so you can see that. Is that better? Yeah, you probably won't be able to see it, but I've drilled holes in the bottom and we can see as it's gradually greening. And these things get condensation in. It's amazing. And that's condensation inside these lanterns. You know, and service them and to take the reflector out. The reflectors are really flimsy, and they're just not rock and roll really from the time. But these ones that I've got, as you see, all the things start to come out of there. Yeah, they're just awful. They're just awful things, but they are still very collectible, right? You can still collect them. Well, I collect them. And you can probably see, I don't know, you probably can't, but there is condensation in this one. There's water laying there. So to combat this, I drew 2 holes in the base of this one. Overall though, they're a very popular lamp, but they do not last, which is a shame, because they look quite a good light actually. And it's just a shame that it's been let down by these faults on the there, you see. And another thing, you can see this one as a crack just there. If these were made from aluminium at the back, these would be brilliant, but they're not. They're just horrible. I mean, I resprayed this one. I mean, this one was in a bit of a state. I mean, I was lucky really to get that to stay in there, but that is the best one out of the lot. So that was made out of 4 of these. Oh, sorry, that was made out of 2. This one's made out of 2. The other 2 of these were absolutely, they just flaked and fell to bits in your hand. Terrible things. However, I do have a replacement. Now, these are a bit better. These don't come off, but these are no good if you ain't got anything to put it in on there, is it? Slightly yellowed, slightly scratched, slightly, yeah, they do tend to yellow up. I mean, everything really yellows up. But that's about, I just thought I'd show you, you know, what these are like. They're good when they're new, but they varied in price so much, and they come under all different names. I mean, I've seen one of these under the name of Tamlite. I've also seen them under the name of, I think it was Ring at some point. They're basically the same, so it's like one company makes them and then everyone else just puts their name on it and then chooses what price between 15 quid and 100 quid. So, you know, someone's on a winner there, aren't they? They're probably made, I think this actually got a name on it. I don't think these ones had a name on. Because sometimes what they do is they put the actual code and stamp it inside. Now you see there's no make or identity on it. So there you go then. So that just proves that you can call these anything. But anyway, there you go. Call it what you want, price it what you want. Sodium lamp, floodlight, you want to call it, very popular. All over the place. In fact, there is one on a pole just outside. Over, you can't see it from here. There's one at the passage next to my yard here, on a pole, which seems to go on and off because it's lamp cycling on it. But yeah, so there we are then. So that's it for this edition. Thought you'd just like to have a look at these, as the topic was discussed on one of the Street Light forums as well. So until next time, thanks again for watching. Put your thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so far. We're doing good on subscriptions at the moment, so keep that up. Give it the like, etc. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. So, from a very sunny Cambridge, bye for now.